Welcome back, Bucking Broncos. This time, I'm going to live in my Bronco Sport for 1 week. I took a trip out to Salem, Massachusetts, and if you stick around, you just might get spooked. Enjoy. I'm on my way to Salem, Massachusetts. It is a far drive for me. It's like 6-7 hours. I have a winter blanket. I have this blanket. I have an electric blanket. But I could turn the car on and get some heat because I'm sleeping in this car. I don't know if you see this, but this is a beanbag. I'm gonna try the beanbag this time. I'm gonna be in Salem for a whole week. I do have my bike. You probably can't see it. It's on the back of the car. I have a rooftop carrier. You might be able to see that. So hopefully I have some cool stuff to show you, but we're gonna go on the adventure, and I guess I'll see you in 6 hours because I have a long drive. All right, see ya. All right, hopefully this is a good angle, good lighting. I don't know. It's dark. I just got here. I did set up all the window covers so I could show you that more in the morning. The window's cracked for some fresh air. It is open though, so I'll get the morning sun. Maybe that'll wake me up. But all the other windows are completely covered, blacked out. I think it's going to be really comfy. It is kind of like a little coffin. When you're up that high, when you get in it, it goes down, you know, but it is kind of like, it's like a spacious coffin. So I'm going to be sleeping in a coffin. I do have this, what is this? A SIA carbon meter, carbon dioxide. I don't know. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen if I remember. But if I do have to run the car for heat, that will detect if the exhaust is getting into a dangerous level. It shouldn't. I'm outside, it's windy, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm probably not going to have the car on, though. It's cold outside, actually, but it's very warm in here. So I'm excited. We're here in Salem. I need to go shower. Good morning. It got cold. I did not think it would get cold. I was so hot in the car when I was going to sleep, which was at about 11 a.m. It is now 6:30. But let's take the covers off because the sun should be rising. Let's see if there's any light outside. Wow. So there's a sunrise happening right over there. I'm gonna get my shoes on and go check that out because I know there's a little beach just right down the road. Let's go. I was kind of surprised. It was the first time that I came over here. I didn't know there was a cute little lighthouse. I didn't know this ship would be coming through and these birds and this sky, and I didn't even know I'd wake up at this time. I don't know, it was kind of crazy how this first morning just worked. And I got so caught up looking at the sky and I forgot about the sun. I accidentally scared the birds, and it looked like one of those commercials. Maybe it's one of those commercials. Did he leave yet? Watch the morning sunrise? Check. Now, the search for coffee. Another cute little lighthouse. What's up with these cute little lighthouses? Now don't forget what Salem's known for. Okay, so I'm not trying to lean into the Halloween stuff too much. Salem is so much more than just Halloween, although it is Halloween all year long. Salem goes back to 1626. That's 150 years before America. And this might shock my worldwide viewers, but as an American, I can't imagine the world before America. But I guess it did once exist. And at that time, Salem was the biggest trading port in this area. But if you already know, that's not what put Salem on the map. What put Salem on the map was witchcraft. Now, this isn't a Salem documentary. I just thought, what would be the best place to live in my Bronco for 1 week? And what I noticed while living inside of a car is that you don't want to be inside the car too often. So I was riding my bike all day. I need to take a left on Clifton and not get hit by a car. I was just riding around randomly. I didn't know where any attractions were, but I did see this house and it looked familiar. Anybody know? Oh yeah, and there's this thing here in Salem. You'll just see stuff like this all around town. And I didn't even second guess it until I checked into my campsite. The guy said, "Hey, do you plan to go into town while you're staying here?" I said, "Yeah, of course." He said, "Well, there's something you need to know." That's never good. He said, "You'll see people in masks carrying knives. Now the knife is real, but you just don't know if the blood's real." And you look around like, is this guy serious or is he just part of the act? Well, thank you for welcoming me to Salem, Massachusetts. That's a real conversation that happened, and I swear, as soon as I could put a camera in my eyeballs, you'll never know things like that happen to me. Now, this is a pilgrim exhibit because this is the area where America was colonized. This is an example of the houses they would live in when they first got here. This is what they were living in. I couldn't go here, though, because it's only open on the weekends, and I arrived Sunday night. They were closed, and I left Saturday morning. I could have went during the day Saturday, but I had a long drive. So what I did was I just I held my camera over the fence and there it is, Pioneer Village. Thanks for nothing. A lot of movies were filmed here and a lot of fake graves were put up for that, and they were just left after the movie, and it's just part of the town. I don't know if these graves are real. That was the weird part. There's real graves going back to the 1600s, and I don't know which ones are real or which are fake. If anyone knows in the comments, if you can give some information. So I'm examining this tombstone like, is this a real tombstone? Is this what they would have engraved in 1829? Or is this a movie set? The whole time there could be a guy 6 feet under right there, and I'm just mocking him. I don't mean to mock you, man, but look at this. This can't be a real grave. This rock? Riding around made me realize Salem isn't just Halloween. These houses are so historic, many of which over 300 years old. And I love how they're all different colors, just like you would see at a beach town. Because it is. It's America's original first ever beach town. Or at least one of them. But this is the only one with its ties to the witch trials, and therefore Halloween. So you have all this American historical significance, while you're in an adorable harbor town celebrating Halloween. I don't know. Name another place with all that stuff. I'm in my coffin again. I just rode my bike all day from sunrise till right now. It's, I don't know what time it is. my car's on so I could tell you. 1 p.m. I just showered. I feel amazing. There's a few things I want to show you that I figured out. I had my towel here. I showered yesterday, and it's right by my open rooftop window. It was just cracked last night for some fresh air. Right now, it's all the way open, and this dried my towel really nice, really easy. If I just keep it there, I could use that probably twice a day. Also, this morning, I started taking off my window covers, but then I put them back on to create some sort of privacy. So with the car engine running, I could plug this in and charge this right here. I could also plug in my phone. I'm charging my AirPods up there. In this town during this month, over 2 million people come to Salem during the month of October. The trolley doesn't run like it normally would, where you could just get on and get off and use it like a city bus. You actually have to go to the main stop, get a ticket, you ride it once to completion, and they drop you off, and that's it. The rest of the year, there's day passes and stuff, and I'm sad about that because I'm on Winter Island, and the trolley comes here, and I see it passing all the time. If it wasn't October, I'd be able to just use my ticket, get on, ride into town, ride back. So I'm kind of sad about that. I do want to ride the trolley though and just see what I can learn, but I can't use it for transportation. So I'm going to need to get an Uber or a taxi. They said the taxis are cheap. Maybe I'll just walk. It's a 2-mile distance. We'll see. I'm going to relax now, and I'm very cozy. I love this hotel, the Bronco Hotel. All right, I'll see you later. Good morning. So I switched it up. Last night I slept my head at the end of the car and my feet over here. I switched around. I like it so much better. It just, this open space here of the front 2 seats and the window, and it feels a lot bigger. It's not like a coffin down there. But also, it's easier to get in. Just open the door. Speaking of opening the door, look at that sunrise right there. Instead of crawling back there, I get in, I just kind of lay down. Here's my phone charger, the battery, the jackery's right there. Keys right here. I have my backpack here, and I'm using this zipper pouch as like a shelf or like an end table, side table of the bed. I have my phone, my inhaler, whatever you want. It's nice. I like this. I could just look at the stars at night. In the morning, the sun woke me up. The light coming through here. Yeah, so I like this way better. If Salem isn't already enough things added together like Frankenstein, get it, Halloween joke, also add a rich military history. Salem is the birthplace of the National Guard. Bet you didn't know that. This is Fort Pickering, established 365 years ago. On top of all the other things you could do here, you could explore military ruins. These right here are what they would store ammunition in. So if something did explode, it was somewhat protected from everybody right outside. I personally thought you could have a fire inside those. I think it would be nice. The heat would reflect back to you, but looks like no one even tried it, and there's a fire pit in the grass, so oh well. So this is what it's like on Wednesday morning. Not many people are here Wednesday morning, so they decide to blow the leaves. I was here, and I can tell you, it's not a nice time to be here. You hear that? Seagulls. I didn't even put in fake audio in the background. This is a beach town. Look at a giant anchor. A wooden giant anchor, because it's so old. It was before metal, I think. They paint the trees blue here for some reason. I don't know. Also, this brick is not so nice on my bike. Bumping around, the coffee's shaking around. And even though people walk all around town, this is like the central hub. This is known as the Witch House. Here's another movie scene location, and if you know what movie and what scene this is from, let me know in the comments. Alright, so I'm going to be taking the trolley now. It's right down this sidewalk. I'm going to show little clips, but I definitely don't want to give away much at all because you need to take it. It's one of the things you just have to do here.
Particularly since this burial ground contains remains of his great-great-grandfather. So when their ancestors came back, there was no grave for them to visit. What happened is the church was going through an expansion at one point, and that's when the saying, dead as a doornail. You either really get into Halloween to get the hell out of town.
Can you guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go on a little bike ride. I'll be right back. I found the Polish Club of Salem. They probably have good pierogies. Another famous movie scene. Oh wait, are these all from the same movie? Maybe. Yeah, they are, so sorry. Word of advice, if you have a car top carrier, you could see, maybe you can't see, but my feet are sitting on this additional little step I bought that hooks on to the part that holds your door shut. So when your door's open, you could add a step. And with that, I could just sit on the door while I'm going through the stuff. I don't know, I feel like it's safer, I won't fall down. Look at this, I found some trash. Who ate a Slim Jim in my car? Definitely wasn't me, the guy who loves Slim Jims. Look at that, I was so embarrassed. I dropped that in front of everybody. It made a loud paper cup noise. Oh look, the trolley. I told you, it drives by every 15 minutes on my campsite. I realized when the sun is coming through here, I could lay in it, bask in it like a kitty cat by the window. It's very nice. Meow. Good morning again. I took off all the window covers just to show you what that would be like. Here I am in the beautiful fall time, October, Salem, Massachusetts. The tour guide on the trolley told me specifically, by the way, I don't know why he only told me this, right across the water, that's the richest neighborhood in Massachusetts. He said I should go there. He said they have 4 yacht clubs, and 1 yacht club is for people under 21. So basically, children who have to own a yacht in order to be in a yacht club live over there. 4 yacht clubs, one's for children. Everybody owns yachts. So he said, it's beautiful houses, beautiful town hall. He said, you should go check it out. I'm not sure what else, there is to see but houses and the town hall, but we're gonna go. Let's go. So I just stumbled upon a part of the park that's kind of behind the lighthouse. It's on the other side. I had no idea. I didn't see it from the shore. So remember this spot, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I could not wait to record this voiceover. Look at this. So I seen this guy climb in the water. He's paddling out to his boat, right? I'm thinking, which boat is his? I'm watching. He's paddling. Look at left, right, left. He's wobbling all over the place. I thought, man, his boat is deep, right? He just keeps going and going. And I zoomed in, and I'll be honest, I looked over at this boat, and then I seen, what was it? Yeah, there it is, a rock. I don't think he owned one of those boats. And I hope he made it to shore. So I didn't tell you where we're going because I don't know, and that's part of the fun. I looked on Google Maps. Across the water, this town is called Marblehead. I typed in Marblehead, it took me here. This is right across the street from a graveyard. And actually, there's the graveyard. And if I zoom in, there's some of the graves. Real, actual graves. Look at that. They've been burying people here since 1630. That's crazy. And they stopped in 1930. Even that's 100 years ago. Jeez Louise. Now, what I learned about Marblehead is they like to sit down and look at Marblehead. I mean, who wouldn't? Look at this. Now, this leads me to my main point. The good people of Marblehead are not going to like what I'm about to say. This place is amazing. You have to go. I was the only tourist there, and that's why everyone's gonna be so mad at me, because I'm blowing the lid on this joint. You guys get over here. Marblehead, it's like Salem times a million, but there's no crowds. Also, no Halloween, by the way. So if you came for Halloween, don't come to Marblehead. You won't even see a pumpkin. But what you get in exchange for Halloween is the greatest bike ride of your life. Park here by this thing. It is actually a nice town hall. Oh, look at that. Boston Yacht Club. Also, I like this garage. I like this garage too. And you're just not gonna find custom work like this anywhere else. They said, hey, you want me to remove that big rock that's in the way? Not here in Marblehead. I'm gonna go ahead and build a custom fence right around that rock. I spare no expense. Man, these Marbleheadians really like sitting down and looking at Marblehead. I mean, totally worth it, but you know they say sitting is the new smoking? It's terrible on your cardiovascular system. But enough about my worries. We're here to celebrate the final day on this trip. And we celebrate endings because endings are really beginnings. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie? There's a castle. It doesn't look too good, but it's a castle. This might be my favorite house. I have no idea why. Very quaint. And it's directly next door to what might be the most American house I've ever seen. Pretty much every house is unique and legitimately cool. Look at this one. This house is crazy. What even is that? That's like where the witch lives in Marblehead. Has to be. And it's right next to this. What is this? Tiger Woods' house? No, it's my finger. Oh, this is where I got mad. How dare someone live in such a beautiful Pablo Escobar-esque home? I had to get out of here. I mean, look it. I could imagine the Queen of England sitting right there. It's too good for me. Now, you can make fun of me if you want, but I'm just learning that these are actually yachts. I just always thought, you know, Jeff Bezos, mega yachts, disassemble a bridge kind of yacht. Speaking of bridges, you see those chains that guy was playing with? And that restaurant right there? At high tide, people can dock their boats to that bridge and chill in this little area. Look at this house. So I debated not putting this in the video, but I thought it was kind of cool. Look at this. You can imagine how many families over the years sat at these very bleachers, cheering for their team, playing the teams around in the area. And since Salem was right across the river, I'm sure Marblehead and Salem played right here hundreds of times. And then I did some research. Marblehead is home to the oldest and longest standing adult softball league in the world, established in 1939. Now, I don't know if that's legitimate or if they're just copying what people used to do hundreds of years ago, but they would cover their house in hot tar. It was the only way to make it waterproof, airproof, and to survive this close to ocean water in such a cold climate. Look at how beautiful this is. OMG. Bronco. I was genuinely surprised by the length of this dock. So the video's almost over, and I just have one question for you. Was I wrong? Isn't this place cool and unique? And look at this guy. I mean, where would you find this stuff anywhere else? Maybe there is a place, but I've never been there. So with this being my last night, I came back to this lighthouse at the new spot I found. At night, it's honestly surreal. This looks like a Disney drawing. Kinda. With my terrible camera, which is just my phone. FYI. TMI. LMAO. But if you have the chance to come here at night, you need to. And hopefully you have someone to share it with. Look at this shot. Alright, see you.